everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and I am playing the last bit of the demo for Threads of You Beyond the Bay. It is currently Tuesday evening, which is day 4, aka the last day for the demo. We're gonna see what we get up to in this last bit. I don't know if anything will happen at night, in terms of anything different. We've been scrolling on our phone before we go to bed, which is totally fair. I guess maybe we only have to go to one place. Oh, no, there's 2 places. I spoke too soon. We can either go to the beach, where Vince is, but we were just at the beach earlier. And then there's also Kevin and Kai, which I also would think would be fun. Sorry, Vince. I know I had a plan. I was going to stick to that plan, but I also think that I like interacting with a lot of the characters. And since this is a demo, I feel like I can at least check out the different places. But where are we going? We're going to the town square. We've been there a couple times already. But, yeah, I guess I'll just choose that. Sorry, Vince. It's late in the evening, yet the town square thrums with life. Who knew on a Tuesday evening? Pairs stroll with a retroactive buzz from a fun evening out, their giggles and laughter hinting at continued adventures, while ruckus guffaws resound from one of the nearby food stalls. Again, reminder that it is summer, so it's summer evening vibes. It's on this especially bustling night that you're leisurely trapezing around the fountain, lightly humming with one eye out for something to do. A zip? Your ears prick and you turn in time to see a street performer pull out her violin from her case. Ooh. She plucks lightly at the strings, testing for tune before reaching for the bow. That must be the violinist Vince was talking about. Yes, hopefully. You move closer with the crowd, curious to see what she'll perform, when a blur of holiday cheer darts past you. Was that? You squint with nagging recollection. Was that Kevin and Kai? What are they doing? I forget any of their voices. Suck it, Nguyen. Wow, sounds like someone lost. I don't know, I guess they're running. Running. They're competing. As if you were eating my fucking dust at the corner. They're losing their breath. You only call me Nguyen when you're... Oh, fuck my ribs. As Kai braces himself on Kevin, Kevin rests a hand on his shoulder, steadying him while he wheezes. The two look into each other's eyes, and then... Kevin says. Loser says what? What? Well, there you have it. I won. How clever, Kevin. Somehow, seeing them bicker like grade school children throws you for a loop, but since they've stopped under that tree, I guess my plan for the evening just sorted itself out, says Marie. Oh look, they're buddies. Clearing your throat, you waltz up to both of them and... Boys, you're both pretty. Have you guys decided on what the prize is yet? Are you both kindergarteners or what? I kind of like 1 or 2. 3 feels kind of obvious. I guess you can go anyway. I don't really know.
Oh?
Please, no photos. Also, Kevin and Kai, I've given up on making them sound super distinct also. It tires me out, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try to make Kai's voice a bit deeper. Not from the right. It's his bad side. Kai snorts, a wry smile on his lips as he tips his head in your direction, not bothering to release his hands from the actor's shoulders. Man, I don't have a bad side. Contractually. People aren't allowed to write that. And humble. Hard to find the complete package these days. Oh, right. Real quick, Kai, this is... Her car's in my garage. Kevin blinks owlishly, his hovering introductory hand frozen in mid-air. Understanding hitting him like a truck, he relaxes for a sarcastic grimace. You're shitting me. And just when I thought this town couldn't get any smaller, I mean, honestly, all of you guys know each other. That's kind of crazy. With a shake of your head, you gesture at the two of them as they finally separate. So, is this what you two get up to after work? More or less. We don't really plan when we hang, so we figure it out as we go. It's been kind of a bust, though. We don't know what to... Kevin splays a hand across Kai's chest and lightly pushes him to the side as a stream of no's, more pointed than last, tumble from his lips. It's not that we don't know. I know what I want to do. But this fucker has been turning down everything I've pitched tonight. It's because they're no good. Dinner's not good enough for you? With puppy... Look at those puppy eyes. I didn't know when you were getting off rehearsals, so I already ate. And swimming? Sun's setting. And you want to do it ass naked. Hard pass. You want to go skimming dipping in the beach? Sure. Kevin's face contorts with bewilderment before smoothing for a pointed look that reads, I told you so. However, they all sound like valid reasons. Okay, then you try. Hands raised, Kevin takes a step back, leaving you a metaphorical open mic. Forgetting that you are total tourists, you rifle through the options you've come to consider while in this town. Shopping, a bar or a club. Would there be a bar or a club? Guess it's time to visit the next town? Would Kai want to go shopping? Like, in terms of would the stores be open? Like, would he want anything? I would say go to the next town, if you're up for a bit of adventure. Sounds good. Except Kevin's got a cure for you. Don't remind me. Shopping? Shopping. Just looking might be fun too. Nah, everything's closed by now except maybe like the restaurant on the pier. Okay. Bar and club, it kind of feels like it would have the same reason. Kev might be down for it. Me though, I'll pass. Lame, says Kevin. Yeah, hate to say it, but this is a bust. Guess we could go play Quintress. Dude, you always say that. Not always. Sometimes I say we should go to karaoke, which, I mean, I'm always down for karaoke. Kai blinks expectantly, and Kevin palms his face. Whatever hesitation is visible through the web of his fingers, it crumbles with an indifferent slump of his shoulders.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do karaoke. Just take it easy on me tonight. I gotta save my voice for rehearsals. Kai doesn't respond as he flattens his lips. Not quite a smile, but not exactly a grimace either, and Kevin levels him with a weary glare. Mercy, bro. I'm begging. What am I missing here? Kai being a total karaoke diva. Oh, really? Really? Skepticism seeps into your tone, and the tops of Kai's shoulders rise to chin height. He's exaggerating. Sure, man. We'll see if you're still humble later. We?
Yep.
Yeah, we. You're joining us, right? Isn't this your guys' night? I don't see why it can't be our night. Besides, prettiest faces in town should be seen together. Oh, yes, super humble. Right. I mean... Well, you are curious about Kai's singing abilities. Alright, I'm in. It's settled then. There's just one thing. What's up? Kevin shrouds the answer behind an impish grin. Walking backwards, he makes for the fountain, and Kai wordlessly breaks from your side to follow suit. Questions take root from their silence, and even more are sowed when they start shucking their shoes off and rolling up the hems of their jeans. Surely they're not. What? Splish splash, they're in the fountain. While Kai hops over the fountain's edge with cat-like poise, Kevin hurtles into the water. Their brazen deed easily attracts the attention of those around them, and gasps and snickers alike crescendo all around. You know, this is so on brand for them. Why am I not surprised? Why aren't you? Grinning, Kai tosses a swiped quarter into the air. Despite the lack of warning, you easily trap the coin between your palms with a clap, and the metal cool to the touch. Ooh, nice one. Thank you. Now, care to explain what you guys are doing? They're plundering. Goodness me. And as a united band of modern-day pirates, Kai and Kevin bend down and indiscriminately snatch up the coins resting at the bottom of the fountain. Bit by bit, you start to see the stone once hiding underneath nickel and copper, and you quirk a brow, partially amused and bemused. Hard times down at the theater and garage, eh? Nah, just a tradition. It all began a long, long time ago. I was 6, he was 9. Brine Bay didn't have shit, but the arcade opened up for the first time. The thing is, we heard from the older kids that you need coins to play, and, well, we were broke. So Kai over here had the brightest idea. It was a joke. Okay, but it was still a really good idea. So one day we just took what was in the fountain. Rebels. Criminals, actually. The sheriff back then caught us. I mean, it wasn't hard. We were like 3 feet tall and soaking wet. You were expecting a juvenile little story, but not one with this twist. Rightfully shocked, you regard the two of them with a hung jaw and a changed perspective. My parents were not happy to be called in by the sheriff. Kai's, though, to this day, they still tell that story when my aunt visits. They think it's hilarious. Even more than the blacktop accident, whatever that is. Kai bursts into laughter, arresting you momentarily for how pure and genuine it sounds, and Kevin dissolves into his own chuckles as the memory resurfaces between them. They've been besties for a while. But I just lie about that one. They think it's you now. What the hell? But I was innocent. Or, I was the victim, so it was literally your fault. Wait, what happened? We're going down memory lane, then we're gonna go karaoke, guys. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you look toward Kai for the details. However, just as he opens his mouth to spill, Kevin fiercely slashes over and slaps a palm over it. No you don't. I'm not standing for this slander. Aw, but I wanted to know. Then you'll hear it from me, not from... Did you just bite my hand? Why'd you bite his hand? Ugh, you taste like chlorine. We're in the fountain. Also, apologize. He's just so shocked, so shooketh. It's expected that people would know one another in a small town, as evidenced by your run-in with Jean and Wyatt. However, these two didn't just know each other. They were friends through and through, the kind that apparently have no trouble receiving and returning repartees and roughhousing. Say you're sorry. Actually, no. Apologize by letting me stay over. What? Why? My mom's getting on my case and... No. Come on. Help a friend out. No, dude. I don't want to give your mom another reason to hate me. She doesn't hate you. Kai shakes his head as he turns back to the shallow pool, hands busy once again. She literally said it to my face, man. At least she didn't roll her eyes when I said we were going to hang out tonight. Why would she roll her eyes? Because she thinks I'm a bad influence. As soon as he says it, you're hit by how incredulous that sounds. Kai has the appearance of a delinquent, sure, but anyone who spends time with him would know that the cover is simply a cover. Yeah, Kevin bobs his head in confirmation, lips twisting wryly. She liked him when we were kids, but he just had to dye his hair and get all those piercings. He just had to get dye his hair and twist and get those piercings because we were supposed to obviously be Kevin's mother. Anyways, his voice is high to relay what you can only assume are his mother's words verbatim, and Kai kicks up a stream of water that strikes Kevin on the arm. Bruh, don't make fun of your mom, man. Kevin's mom. You're being defended by Kai. You should know what a nice person he is. She's my mom. Besides, you know she was being ridiculous. Kai rolls his eyes as unimpressed as you've ever seen him, and Kevin rather, shoots him a replicant look while he roots around for more coins. Anyway, once I got my piercings and hair done, she never stopped complaining about it. I was gonna say, don't you also? Yeah, but she probably thought it was because of Kai. Did you do it because of Kai? Were your parents cool with your piercings, Kai? What about... I mean, apparently we know how the mom felt, Kevin's mom felt, but what about Kai's parents? He smiles, familial fondness softening the corners of his mouth. Yeah, my folks are thinking about dyeing the hair for Christmas. You know, like red and green. Don't know if they decided who. That's sweet, I think. Yeah, it's real cute until they started suggesting we get matching piercings. Hello? What? I mean, that'd be cute. Oh, that's supportive though. I can't believe you're holding out on the fact they want septum piercings. Hello? Shout as you may, Kai and Kevin take no heed as they purposely snicker into their shoulders and rise to their feet. Alright, what's our total? They count their bounty in between cupped hands, organizing it with striking efficiency. For a brief moment you can imagine younger versions of them tallying their ill-begotten riches, pride streaking across their faces the way it is now. Then they exit the fountain. Wet imprints marked each step as they stoop to collect their shoes. I mean, good thing it's like summer, because they'll dry off pretty easily, I think. It's Jean! What the fuck is Jean here? And not the cursing in Tagalog. And Kevin books it down the sidewalk. Okay, bye, Kevin. You trade alarmed glances with Kai and immediately take off after him. Neither of you risk a look back, even if you're sure you could smooth things over with him. And so you run like the wind. We might as well go to karaoke now. Sorry, Jean. The three of you only stop once you've hit the suburbs, winded and your soul stinging from each footfall on the pavement. It's then, only then, that you warily squint over your shoulder. Where's Jean? Huh? Kevin swallows a lungful of air. Oh, he wasn't there. What? Yeah, no, I didn't see him. Kai lobs one of his sneakers at Kevin, and when the latter dodges, he slings his remaining shoe by the laces. That one successfully hits its mark, nailing Kevin on the shin. Ow! My beautiful, unblemished skin. You suck, man. Now, get me my shoe. If you think about it, getting baby arrested was a rite of passage, but Jean probably won't arrest us, so I just wanted to share the potential of it with Marie. Well, thanks for sharing. Yeah? Despite his demands, Kai hobbles over to retrieve his shoe anyway, fitting it back on his foot like the least dainty Cinderella you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, what's worse that happens? They'll let us off with a warning. We get wasted, go to karaoke, same shit every time. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, it kinda sucks. It's boring. I can't wait to get out of this dump. Kai goes silent, heel hitting the ground and standing as rail straight as you've ever seen him. Out of the corner of your eye, you catch his head lowering and his hands getting shoved into pockets. Yeah, sure. Eventually, when you're good, and... I mean, it'll be soon, man, just when I'm ready, they both say. Yeah. If it were up to you, we'd just keep doing this until we're 80. Poor Jean. He'll be 90. The both of them, you guys are not that much older. Is it really 10 years between them? I thought Jean was like 28 or something. I thought you guys were like 23. 22, 23, if anything. The both of them share a small little laugh, even if Kai's is a little more rueful, and Kevin pushes off from the street lamp he's been leaning against. I mean, it makes sense, like, your friend is, like, kind of on his way out, but you most likely have plans to stay in town. That's an emotional thing to go through. Anyways, you two good to go yet? You two good to go yet? Yep. All set? All set. Marie? Yeah. Nice. Let's roll, team. With a pep in his step, Kevin strolls ahead, sneakers still dangling by the hook of his fingers, and Kai trails after at his own pace. You hang back with Kai, I guess? So, what are you excited to sing tonight? We gotta see how much of a diva he is at karaoke. His sentence trails off. It isn't difficult to figure out that his eyes are on Kevin's retreating back. He's only a few steps ahead, but Kai's miles away, somewhere inside his own head. Something classic, probably. Love a good power ballad. Wow, aren't you full of surprises? The hard corners of his lips soften, half falling open as he gives up a laugh instead of another word. His gaze returns to you, his eyes warming as he smiles. If this is all it takes to surprise you, you'll love it when Kev starts hitting the bubblegum pop. Oh. You open your mouth to say more, but a teasing holler cuts you off. Kevin, somehow even further away than last time you saw him, is tracing an arc in the air with one hand cupped over his mouth. Yo, slowpokes. Hurry up already. Where's the karaoke place? Relax, man. The place isn't closing for a minute. Kai shouts back. He then tips his head toward his waiting friend, small bend to his lips. Oh, it's a handful. Come on, before he starts monologuing. Together, three of you amble through town into the promise of the night. Okay, I hope karaoke was fun. Oh, okay. I wish we got to see a little more karaoke, but it was nice to see Kai and Kevin interact with each other a bit. Let's see. Nightly scrolling. Someone says all the graves are empty. Interesting. Kevin says, taking a walk through town this evening. Nothing beats chilling with your bro after another long day. Hashtag vibes. Someone says that they're worried about having money. It's from Barrage Noir visual novel. Hello. Chris says, spent some much needed trio minus Catherine time today before I ran off for errands. Cute. Wyatt says, had a wonderful lunch and catch up with an old friend. I do not recommend wearing leather while eating pure hot dogs, however, that's funny. Jean says, help set up a special birthday girls party with Laura Wills. If you're wondering why I'm covered in glitter. Min has a little picture. Just checking. Andrew had something. How am I supposed to work with my desk when my desk is covered in cats? Okay. Is that it? And then we fall asleep. We can finally fall asleep. Your eyes shut as the soothing sounds of the beach from the slightly open window lull you to sleep. Oh, that sounds so nice. Off to the dream worlds you go, preparing for another eventful day tomorrow. I guess this is the credits. We're recapping that our car broke down, and then we went to Bryan Bay because of Sheriff Gene. We meet 7 interesting men. I guess we get to see them again. Yay! Oh, there's Gene, Andrew, and Chris. Hi. Cute. Gene, Chris. Okay. There's Kai, Vince, Kevin, and Wyatt. Hi, guys. You never know just what this town, something. Sorry, I couldn't read that fast. And I'm pretty sure the Kickstarter is done already. It was fully funded, so that's exciting. But you should check out the game developer's webpage if you're interested in learning more. I really enjoyed this, and I do like that we get to choose day to day where we're going and who we're overall interacting with. I guess it's also interesting to think about uncovering the different relationships people have with each other, given that it's not exactly obvious. Like, they do know each other, or seemingly know each other. Like, we see that Gene knows Kai to some extent, but I didn't know, for example, that like Gene and Wyatt are friends, except for going through this demo, or that like Kai and Chris also know each other, though we don't know to what extent. And then Kai and Kevin are also friends. And then like Gene and Vince are also friends. And then maybe Vince and Andrew are maybe friends, but I didn't really see that in my playthrough. So I do like that aspect a lot, and I really like the art. It's really nice, and so far I'm enjoying the story, and I love that it's set in the summertime. Um, I can't wait for the full game, and I look forward to seeing the full week because I believe it's supposed to be 7 full days, and I obviously there will be probably other features included that aren't included in the demo, but it's just really nice to see Bryn Bay and all the lovely people in it. So I've had a really great time. Um, Says here you can join the Discord server or check out their socials if you want to be kept updated on the project. So that's really cool. Um, and as I said, I think I'm playing this after the Kickstarter has already been funded, but also look there if you want to donate there, or perhaps they have options for any leftover merch that they had. So that's great. Um, yeah, I guess this is going to be a pretty short video because I wasn't sure if there would be anything of what do you call that of interest in terms of it ending the demo. Sometimes you get demos where they kind of, besides like the little ending message, like it tells you you had to pick a route. I do wonder if that will be the case here. I don't think so. I think it's one of those ones where it's like you had to spend time, have in mind, I guess, which of these men you want to get to know a bit better, and then be really proactive about seeing them around town. And if they are not available at some part of the day, someone else that they're close to. Like I would think, for example, that if I had followed my plan and I would just went with Gene, then when I didn't see Gene or I couldn't see him on the map, I would probably go search Vince. Given that I know after like the first day or so that they know each other, for example. I didn't actually really get to know how they know each other, which is interesting. I guess I could have done that. I think off record or / off the channel, I'm going to do that a little bit more and get a little bit of a sense of that. But yeah, like I think that's really fun and cool, and yeah, I think I'm just rambling at this point. But let me know what you think, and if based on their personalities and interactions you've seen so far, who would you be most interested in getting to know first? And also, what is like the overall like thread of the game, I guess, with all of these characters? I think that remains to be seen. But I'm enjoying it, and it's nice again that it's a beautiful coastal city we get to explore. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please don't forget to press the like button. And if you'd like to see more of me playing various indie visual novels, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.